Let's take these $3.50 press-on nails from basic to salon quality in under 20 minutes. It's New Year's Eve, Chalk Nation. Let's get into it. Okay, so I am trying to figure out which set I'm about to put on, because what I'm not gonna do is go into the new year with my nails looking like this. Okay, so I have so many sets that I've gotten this year that I have not put on yet. So, ooh, what about these? This will definitely start the new year with a bang with these duckies. Let me see, are maybe these. Ooh, I think these are definitely giving New Year's with the gold and the colors. I love the metallic color on the tips. So that's a good one as well. I know y'all remember these two sets. Oh my goodness, these are so pretty, and I never put them on this year. What is wrong with me? Like, get into this one. It has so many cute details on this set. The lotus flower, the 3D designs, all the 3D nail charms. Oh my goodness. This might be the one. This might be the one. But this one is real cute too, with the 3D gold butterfly and all the details that are on the tips of these nails. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting on so many nails that I have not put on. 2026, we not finna have a basket or 2 or 3 full of nails no more. We're gonna start putting these nails on. So yesterday evening, I made a video asking which of 5 sets should I put on to bring in the new year. And I got a few comments. Everybody said something different, but I didn't get a lot of comments. And usually I go with the majority, but everybody kind of said something different. So I just kind of picked the set that I really wanted to put on, which was this one. So make sure you guys not only watch my long form content, but also watch my YouTube shorts, because I be wanting y'all opinion on certain stuff. I also get a little bit more personal with my personal life and things that I got going on, or things that I see in stores or shopping and stuff on my shorts. And I be wanting y'all to be involved in that. So yeah, make sure that notification bell is on and you are subscribed so that you do not miss any of my long form content or my short form content. But let's jump back into this nail set. So as I'm pulling the nails out, I'm noticing there are doubles of each nail design, which I love. So that lets me know that we're going to have a very matchy set. Each hand is going to have the same exact nail design for each finger. So we're going to have a pretty cohesive set. You know, some of the nail sets that come from SHEIN and Temu are kind of mixed up when it comes to the designs on the nails. For instance, they'll have one thumbnail with no designs, and then another thumbnail that has a bunch of designs on it, and then another thumbnail that has rhinestones on it. So it'll be like one design for each nail instead of having doubles, you know, 2 thumbs with the same thing, 2 middle fingers with the same thing on them, and so on and so forth. Like this set, everything is doubled, so that lets me know that I'm gonna have a good cohesive set. So what I'm doing right now is sizing my nails just to make sure they fit on my nail beds really good. Of course, you want to make sure your nails fit from sidewall to sidewall without no gaps on the side. You want to make sure it fits comfortably around your cuticle area. If you can't just glide that nail over the top of your natural nail comfortably, then that means the nail is too small. If the nail is touching your skin around the cuticle and your sidewalls, that means it's overlapping and it's too big. So you just kind of have to pick the nail that fits your nail really good and comfortable. So this is the set that I picked out. As you can see, all 5 fingers have the same exact design, cohesive. Those are the nails that were left over from the set, and now let's get into the prep. So I pulled out my old ass nail drill. Okay, it's all stained up. I know I need a new one at some point, and I will get a new one, but she still work, okay? And she gets the job done. So usually I'll use the nail file that came with the nails to file the shine from the top of my natural nails, but I decided to break out my old faithful nail drill and just gently buff that shine from the top of my natural nails using that drill bit that's on the top, which is kind of like the sanding drill bit. I don't really know what it's called, but it's basically used to kind of sand your nails down. I'm gently going over the top of my natural nails. I have it on the lowest setting so that I can just knock that shine from the top of my natural nails and roughen up my nail surface. Doing this helps your nails stick a lot better. And if you don't have a nail drill at home, just get you a nail file. This is the nail file that came with the nails. And I'm just gently shaving that shiny surface layer from the top of my natural nail, just like I did with the nail drill bit, and you get the same results. Another thing that you can do to, help your nails stick really well is to roughen the underside of the press-on nail using the nail drill as well. I used to do this a lot when I first started putting on my press-on nails, and it really does help your nails last a lot longer if you do this step. It's optional. You don't have to do this every time, but I have noticed that when I use the nail drill to knock the shine from the underside of the press-on nail and roughen up that press-on nail underneath as well, my nails do last a lot longer and the glue sticks really well. So this is just another tip or trick to, help your nails last long as well. So now I'm going to go in and spray my nails down with some alcohol and acetone mixture. This is what I'm using as my nail dehydrator. I just put half alcohol and half acetone in a spray bottle and spray my nails down, and they kind of air dry. It dries in really quickly, and now it's time to start putting the nails on. So I had started putting on the nails and I was not even recording. So I was like, oh my God, I did a whole hand and I wasn't even recording. So as you can see, my right hand is done and I started working on my left hand, and now I'm recording. So yeah, I'm using my Beauty Secrets nail glue that I got from Amazon. I'll make sure that I link it in the description of this video. I put a nice bubble of glue, and then you just line the press-on nail up with the cuticle area, not on your skin, just the cuticle area. Press into the cuticle first and then use your fingers to help press down really well. You see how I have one finger that's pressing onto the nail and then my other finger is underneath my finger pressing as well. And then I'm also pressing against my side walls and the center of the nail just to make sure I have full coverage press. And just like that, the nail is on. And that Beauty Secrets nail glue is really the truth, okay? It's really hard for nails to come off when you use that nail glue. It's one of my favorite nail glues. I highly recommend. So as you can see, I'm just putting like a bubble of nail glue, and then I'm using the tip of the nail glue to kind of spread that bubble all over my natural nail. If you can't see the nail glue on your nail, you need to add more. Don't be afraid to put that nail glue on there. If you have a little bit of spillage, it's okay. You can always just take a Q-tip and clean up the spillage, but don't be afraid to use that nail glue. Make sure you are putting enough so that your nails can stick really well and last long. A lot of people's nails don't last long because they're not putting enough glue and they're not holding and pressing for at least 20 to 30 seconds all around each surface of your nail, from the side walls to the center to the tip. You want to make sure you are pressing really well for at least 20 to 30 seconds. And I couldn't find the nail file that came with the nail, so I had to pull out this nail file that I got from Dollar Tree because I do need to shape the tips a little bit because they do have that extra little piece on the tip. This is a 180 grit nail file. I don't know what the 320 means, but yeah. I am not a pro. I just know, what to do to make my nails look good and last long. You see how it has that little tip on the tips of the nails? We're going to shave that right on down. You just want to make sure you're gently shaving across, and you know, once that tip is gone, you just make sure you shave straight so that your nail doesn't come out whopped, because I have done that before. So, you know, just make sure you're shaving it evenly straight across your nail just to get that little piece off and shape your nails and have nice crispy tips. So I am going to be using a gel base coat and a top coat on the top of the nails. This one is by Beetles. I love Beetles. It's a really good brand. They have a whole bunch of nails and nail supplies, nail polishes, everything. I love Beetles. I got this from Amazon as well, so I will also link this base coat and top coat duo in the description of this video. This is a gel base and top coat, so you do need a full power UV LED nail lamp. This one is by Melody Susie. This is my old faithful nail lamp that I've had since 2020 when I first started doing my own nails. I got it on Amazon, and I will also link it in the description of this video. But yes, using gel polishes and base coats and top coats, you do need a full power LED nail lamp to fully cure them. So I'm going in with the base coat first, and as you can see, I'm just putting a nice even layer across the top of the nails, not too thick. The base coat is pretty thick itself, so you don't need to put a whole, you know, thick layer of base coat onto the nails. The base coat has to go on before the top coat. The base coat helps your top coat stick to your nail and not peel off. So the base coat acts as a sticky, tacky layer for your top coat to stick to. So you want to make sure you are fully coating your entire nail from the sidewall to the tips of the nails, all over the nails, because you're going to put top coat all over your nails. So you want to make sure you are putting that base coat all over your nails. And as for the nails that have all the rhinestones and nail gems and charms on them, I do try to go around the charms, but sometimes it's okay to just kind of go over them depending on what kind of nail charms they are. If it's more, you know, like rhinestone nail charms, I try to go around them, but these are kind of more like flowers and different little types of charms, so it's okay if you paint over them as well. This will also help the charms to stick better to the nails, because these nails are more on the cheaper side, so sometimes the nail charms come off real easy. So it's okay if you go around the nail charms or even over the nail charms, just to make sure that they, you know, are pretty stuck to your nails by using the base coat and the top coat over them. So I set my nail lamp for 60 seconds, and we're going to cure that base coat for 60 seconds. And now it's time to put on the top coat. This Beetles top coat is really good. As you can see, just with that layer of base coat, the nails look different and much shinier already. So just imagine how they are going to look after I put this top coat on. So as I mentioned, with the nails that have the rhinestones and different nail charms on them, it's okay to go over them. I usually try to avoid it only if it's like the diamond rhinestones, because I don't want them to get dim. But since these are more of the playful nail charms like flowers and hearts and things like that, I did paint over them with the base coat and the top coat just to help them stick onto the nail better anyway, because with my past experience with the cheaper, thinner nails like these, my nail charms did come off easily on some sets. And after I painted over them with the base coat and the top coat, that actually helped them to stick better and stay on the nails. So just as you did with the base coat going all over the nail completely from the side walls to the center of the nails around the cuticle, on the tips of the nails, you are going to apply that top coat the same exact way, because you want to make sure your nails are fully coated. So now we are going to cure that top coat for 60 seconds under our Melody Susie nail lamp. I did the same exact thing for my other hand, and boom, just like that, we got a bomb fresh set. And of course, as with any set that I put on, I am putting me some cuticle oil on my cuticles afterwards. I do not condone crusty cuticles, okay? You have to care for your hands and your cuticles just like you care for your nails. So after you apply that fresh set, you better be putting some cuticle oil on them cuticles and them crusty hands. Y'all see how crusty my hands was? But you see how much better the nail set looks and how much, you know, cleaner my cuticles look as well. So yeah, just make sure you are hydrating your cuticles after you put your nails on. This is the finished look of the nails, and I absolutely love this set. Y'all see how I turned up this $3.50 press on nails set and made it look like I got my nails done at the salon. You can easily do the same thing from the comfort of your own home as well. You do not need a nail salon, girl, okay? They charging too much. This set would easily cost $100 or more if a nail tech or a nail salon did them. So that is the beauty of press on nails. You just got to know how to freak them a little bit. We took these nails from basic to salon quality. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video. Drop your girl a couple comments. Let me know how you feel about the nails. Also, if you are viewing this video and you made it this far and you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. You are going to love it here. Boo. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. I'll see y'all in the next one. Happy New Year. Peace.